If you want to find a product that could potentially make you $500,000 or even $2,000 a day on Amazon, listen up. You've probably seen a recent craze of using AI to make money online. Almost all these videos will tell you to use ChatGPT to write you something for your business and that will magically make you thousands of dollars. Well, the problem is that no one actually shows you how to do it. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can leverage AI technology to find products that have viral potential. We can fine tune our products to actually one up the rest of our competitors in that niche. I've got software that hasn't been really talked about on YouTube yet. So stick around if you want to be one of the first people to hop on this before it gets too saturated. Contrary to popular belief, the hardest thing with starting an Amazon business is not actually avoiding guru selling courses, but finding a product that actually is going to make you consistent money every single day. I'm going to be using Shoelex, which actually gathers and analyzes thousands of customer reviews to find out what customers liked, didn't like, and what they wish they would do differently. Why is this important? Well, what better way of finding what customers would actually buy from you than by analyzing actual previous purchases? And what a better way of actually out-competing our competitors than by seeing what customers didn't like and what they would have done differently with their products. This means we can take this data and use it to create a leading product in our chosen niche, one that has all the advantages and none of the disadvantages of all our competitors. Now, Shoelex have reached out to sponsor this video, but I would never take on a sponsor I don't think could benefit my community, and I'm free to speak my mind. Just remember, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to make it better. What I'm saying is that you don't need to find a completely unheard of product to be successful on Amazon. You just need to find one that is already proven and make it better. Let me show you. The first thing I want to do is to show you the power of the Google extension, which will be key to gathering data on the product that we want to sell. And so once the Chrome extension is installed, you can see that now when we go on Amazon, we can see this little blue tab here that will say add. And so that's the Chrome extension coming into play, which will allow us to start compiling our listings together. So in this case, I've just typed in fitness bands, something pretty generic for this example, and we can just go through and start adding these to our Shoelex account. So I can just click here, click add, and I've already created a product collection list anyway for this, and I can just click and add this to fitness bands. So you can already see I've added about 20 into this group. Click add to, and that will add it as well. We can also click onto the listing individually as well, and it'll actually give you the option of adding it directly on here. So I just want to show you how the Google Chrome extension works when you're actually looking at a product. So when you click on a product on a page, it will come up with this tab at the top. And so I've just clicked listing optimization, and this will use its ChatGPT function to basically give us an AI way of listing our description. So you can see it's given us clear and concise bullet points that's really optimized not only for SEO but readability as well. So it's really easy for the consumer to read and understand the main qualities of the product. I can also click on review analysis, and this will give us a really easy understand then breakdown, so we can really see how the product's used, what the expectations were, the pros and the cons, and this really helps us identify those pain points that the customers experience to get a quick breakdown on how we can improve our listing at a glance. You can even see its purchase motivations, why they bought the product. And so this is a really, really great tool, just because you can quickly go through products, and using this Google Chrome extension, it will pretty much allow us to sum everything up without having to actually go and do an in-depth analysis. So let's head over to the dashboard, and you can see some products that are ready to be analyzed, as well as a group of fitness bands that I've grouped in here specifically. So now we're back in my dashboard, and you can see I've already grouped together these fitness bands right here, and so I have 20 total listings. So I'm just going to click view and open them up, and let's start comparing. So the first thing that you'll probably notice is that we can see the average ratings, and you can see there's 18,000 ratings. And so it does include other variations. So for simplicity's sake, we can just get rid of that. And you can still see there's 12,000 reviews. And so the first thing I want to point you guys attention to is the customer profile. So this is who the customer is, when do they purchase, where do they use it, and what do they use it for. And so you'll probably see straight away that it's a pretty even split between a husband and a wife. So it shows you that both husband and wife in the family, or men and women, use this pretty equally. You can also see, which is a great marker for sales, is that this is pretty much used every single day. And so this is something that's going to get a lot of use. So there's going to be generally a lot of buyers. So you don't want something that's only used maybe one season a year or a certain month of the year, something that's going to be used every single day to get consistent sales. The other thing is that we can see it's used in the gym mostly, or in the home, again, probably for working out, which is a no-brainer. And we can also see what it's used for, so workout, for traveling, for stretching. And so this is just something that if we wanted to, we can maybe try to take a different marketing angle to, I don't know, advertise these bands as travel bands. Is something that we'd want to look into. So we can even click more insights to get even more in depth. And so you can see it'll break it down by percentages. What was the relationship between the customers who used the product and the reviewer? So that will show you who actually bought the product as compared to actually who used the product. And so we'll have a breakdown here, and we can just go through again the where, the when, and the what. And so that will help us get just a better general idea of what this is being used for. So this one, he will even show you it's been used to assist pull-ups. So it gets very in depth with this. And so I'm trying to go back to here and then keep going down. And this is one of the great things that I like to use it for. And this is the usage scenario. So this will help build a more accurate picture of what this is being used for. So the first thing obviously is exercise, but the second is being physical therapy. And again, what this will help us do is to continue build ideas on how we can market this. Do we want to market this as specifically for physical therapy? Do we want to market this for exercise? Do we want to maybe make this specifically for teaching fitness classes and try to dominate that niche? This is just to get an idea of what it is really used for. Here's where we start getting into the good stuff. This is the section that will really help us outcompete our competitors.
Все они твердят, ты не такой, как все, но я и не пытаюсь быть в толпе. Где-то там горшатся планы на века, но я иду по краю с чистого листа. Слышишь, как шумит горы подо мной? Там ответы на вопросы просто бой. День за днем бросаю кости, как в бою. Новый эссей, неважно, я живу в моменту. They say, они не знают ничего, я сам выбираю свой путь. They say, но это лишь эхо слов, я буду идти, не свернуть. They say, но я слышу лишь шум, они не понимают мой ритм. They say, и все это впустую, я срываю границы с этим битом. Говорят, пусть говорят, мои шаги ломают их слова. Говорят, но я не упаду, я иду туда, где нету зла. Снова ночь, и снова я в игре. Каждый ход — это риск, это реванш на себе. Не пытайся, слишком сложно, слышу вновь, но я в ответ. Это мой контроль и мой зов. Плевать на стереотипы и на рамки. Я рисую свой мир без подставы и замков. Каждый день это шанс для прорыва. Они пусть твердят и не знают, что так бывает. They say, они не знают ничего, я сам выбираю свой путь. They say, но это лишь эхо слов, я буду идти, не свернуть. They say, но я слышу лишь шум, они не понимают мой ритм. They say, и все это впустую, я срываю границы с этим битом. They say, они не знают ничего, я забыть ничего, я сам выбираю свой путь. They say, они не знают ничего, я сам выбираю свой путь. They say, но это лишь эхо слов, я буду идти, не свернуть. They say, но я слышу лишь шум, они не понимают мой ритм. They say, и все это впустую, я взрываю границы с этим битом.
product. So that's why it's even important to make sure you're really honing in on having a great product. And so you can see the customer's expectations. Did it last long? I didn't expect it to last forever. You can see there's good and bad parts of all of this. They wish it lasts longer. That looks like one of the biggest things is that it gave out too early. And so in this case, it's really building a picture that you really need to focus on the quality of this item. That's what really defines this item. And here it's going to analyze the feedback on the service of the actual store owners itself. So you can see one of the biggest complaints was the slow response. So this will actually help you even build a bigger picture how to be a better seller in general. Maybe you want to focus on having a faster response, focus better on the overall experience or the warranty period. This will just show you the things that they complain about when they talk to them as a seller. But what I want to do quickly is take a second to dive in a little deeper as well. So what I'm going to do is scroll back up here and click reviews. And so this will give us all the reviews, and we can really start honing in on what we want to search for. So you can see I can even type in a keyword. So I can type in something like brake, and that will show up all the keywords that said brake. So you can see very poor quality. I just used this 2 times and the rubber already broke. So I can go through and see what people said about brake. And so this is talking about brands, second ban to break since we got them, break after little use. So again, it's going with the structure integrity. But if I want, I can just go back and search it by 1 stars, which is really that game changer. So they tore in its first use, stink will not wash off, makes you stink, have to keep it in a garbage bag, do not buy, they came like this. So they look like they're already damaged. Purple band snapped. Yeah, it's all snapped, not sturdy. Red band snapped. Cheaply made. Yeah, so cheap Chinese knockoff. Okay, so yeah, it's all to do with structure integrity with these. But we can also go to the 5 stars again and see what works well. And so one more thing we can do, we can actually open this up and look at our individual listings. So you can see it will actually show us the sales as well of each product. So you can see that this thing sold 47,000 times in the last month. And so you can see even some of these smaller listings here still sold 1,900 times, 2,100 times. So you can see that these are really making money, especially these top listings. So which is kind of crazy, because if you look at something like maybe this product, you wouldn't see it necessarily being a top seller, but you can see it sold 30,000 times and it only has 400 reviews, as opposed to this one that sold 47,000 times that has 5,000 massive amount of reviews. So it just shows you that you don't always need a product with insane amount of reviews to still do well and be successful. And I just clicked on competitor analysis real quick, so I can actually add an ASIN and compare them with another product. But I can just click down here and take individual and look in and see what the keywords are. And so this will really show you just a quick glance at who it was for. Look, so it shows you by the mentions, it was for their wife. When it was used, every single day. Where was it used? In this case, 8 times in the house, but mostly in the gym. Maybe people warming up. And so you can see here just the quick breakdowns of it. 39% was about the bands. Was a con, again, we've already looked into that, and same with the pros. And this will just give you a quick breakdown, so I can actually add a product here. So I can click product selection, go into my fitness bands, and then start comparing. And so we can see now it will break it down to how these are performing against each other. So we can see that this one maybe had a worse quality than this one, because 39% of the comments said that. You can see that this one actually had better quality, because 37% of the pros are mentioning their quality. And so we can really start to analyze what is working well. Okay, so let's put this together into a few reviewable steps. Number 1, we are using reviews to reverse engineer product research. By figuring out already what customers do and don't want, we can build the perfect product. Number 2, we can hone into what exactly our demographic is in terms of who is buying the product as well as who is using the product. Number 3, we can pinpoint the price range and where our product should fit in the market to ensure we target the right audience. And number 4, we can optimize our pictures and our listing descriptions to play at the consumer's wants and needs. And finally, number 5, we can reduce the chance of receiving negative feedback by eliminating the concern of other competitors' products. So if you're interested in using Shulex after this, you can use my affiliate link down below and that'll save you 20% and I will get a little kickback in the process. So it really is a win-win. Again, thank you Shulex for sponsoring this video. I really do think this AI software could help you out a lot in becoming the best professional Amazon seller and reaching that level of financial freedom that you deserve.